man, I'm going to flip out. I swear, man, all these people in the chat, I'm going to follow each one of them home. Oh, hey, guys, we're on. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened. We were about to go live. We were like, all right, 5 minutes left. Aren't we cool? We got all, we got connected like an hour early just to make sure everything was working. And then everything went to hell. So I was like trying to get everything back online and everything. And when I did, it wouldn't let me go back to the previously created stream. It made me have to create a whole new one, So I don't know what's going on. I apologize. I sent this link out for everyone to go to, and now it's all bad. So, yeah.
Foobard. The answer is Foobard.
It is Foobard. Mega Foobard, guys. So, but thanks for showing up, everyone. My name is Broke Nerfing. Well, that's not really my name, but you guys know. You know the deal. Welcome to interview series number 20. We made it to number 20. It's beyond me how, we've gone this far without, getting channel strikes and copyright strikes or anything. I don't know. But, hey, I just want to say hello to the people here right now. Multimedia Company, thank you so much. Ryda, thank you so much. Tomlin19, Rahil Aftab, Spamman. Oh, Spamman's in the chat. Isn't that amazing?
Really?
Really? Roy Free, what's happening? Kelly's Paulson, Monkeytron, Rigel Star. Hey, Rigel, you weren't here at New Year's, man. Let's see who else we got. David, Mickey James. Hey, Mickey James. Megan Fox. What's up, Megan Fox? Roy Free. Yeah, it was major snafu. Homely 665. What is happening, Homely 665? Matt Carl, Ertz Warthron. You want to take a crack at that one there, Spam?
Ertz Warthron.
Ertz Warthron.
Sorry, I'm looking at the chat down here, so sorry, I'm kind of like bouncing. I'm a terrible person.
You are a terrible person. I met him. I met him at Ragnaroktober Festival, and I will tell you, he's an extremely nice guy. he tries to ruin
for the win.
Blue team for life, brother.
That's right.
He will try and ruin when you're filming. He will try and ruin it with making faces behind you. But other than that, he's a completely cool dude, and it was really fun. We kind of tagged along together through like the whole first half and into some of the second half of the Ragnarok zombies versus humans versus zombies. So yeah, we spent a little bit of quality time together that day.
Oh yeah, holding down the line.
Absolutely, man. We were the defensive duo. Hey, Matt Carl, what's happening? So if you guys haven't been to one of my streams before, I actually promote self-promotion in the chat. You guys could support each other. I want everyone to start supporting each other and helping each other out. But don't say I'll sub to you, you sub to me. Just be like, hey, Spam Man, what's up, brah? I support your channel, brah. And he'll be like, brah, I support your channel too, brah. And then you'll be like, cool, brah. So yeah, just support each other, but don't be like, hey, sub to me and I sub to you, because that's all bad. YouTube doesn't like when you say sub for sub, so don't be saying that around here. And if you guys also haven't been to my interview streams before, what you do if you want to ask a question to me or Spam, what you're going to do is you're going to put @BrokeNerfing, the @ symbol, Broke Nerfing, and say it the way it says it on my channel, Broke space Nerfing. And that way it'll highlight your comment so I can see it easy. Other than that, if you're just asking questions, I want you to ask questions, but if you don't @ me, the comment won't be highlighted. And what's so funny, tough guy? Yeah, what of it? I am wearing a bra. So what, bra? And it's and its support feels so good on my girls.
$1,500 for a leather bustier? I didn't care. It lifts and separates.
Lifts and separates. Perk up, girls.
You know it.
So, So if you want me to see that question, if you're going to ask me if I wear a bra, then you can put at broke nerfing and then it'll highlight it and it'll say, "Do you wear a bra, bra?" And I'll be, "I wear a bra, bra." It's more of a sports bra. Hey, it's a support tank. Tisha Key, my girlfriend, I love you, baby. Mwah, she just got a nail biter today.
Ooh.
Ooh. So everybody, I do encourage you to support each other's channels, to support each other emotionally and mentally, and also I encourage you to ask questions for Spam Man, and that is our guest, Mr. Chris Hawley, aka Spam Man. Why don't you tell us a little bit of something about yourself, there, Spam?
Well, I'm old, very, very old.
Yes.
I've been in nerfing for a very long time. First blaster was the good old bow and arrow in 1991.
Woo.
Yeah, I'm an I'm like an OG Nerf kid.
I didn't even know they went back that far, honestly.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then I got my lovely Ballzuka, and I know Sonar and Rahila out there both laughing at that name, Ballzuka. Um,
Ballzuka.
but yeah, man, Ballzuka for life. I had an original Super Soaker 50. I had that Super Soaker 2 that you guys saw over on Drax's channel about a year ago. It's now hanging up in his print room.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, and I've been around for a long time. Took a long hiatus, but I came back.
So
And
yeah.
yeah, it's been good.
So when would you say that you actually did get into the hobby? Like, would you say you got into it when you first got the bow and arrow, or was it like, did you get into it like then, or is it just like something you got that was pretty cool, but you weren't really into it? Into it.
That's when I wasn't really into it because I was a young child at the time. And same for the Ballzuka. I mean, that Ballzuka was like the best thing ever when I was a kid. But I really got back into the hobby right around 2004, 2005, when the Maverick, OG Maverick dropped. The good old blue and yellow Mavericks. I got one of the first generations of those.
Oh wow, and right on. That's kind of when I got into it. Well, not I was with my buddy out in the and we were in Walmart with his son and we were walking through the toy aisles and I saw the Mavericks and I was like, dude, this looks so cool. This was like back in '09 or 2010. So we grabbed one and then we started getting like more blasters. I think he had the Tommy 10, the Busby one. I think we had that one by around that time and some other ones. But we started getting more and more and then but I didn't even know there was a hobby to go with. I didn't know there was modifying them or anything. So we were just like, we did music and we brought them to the studio and we would just play with them. But at that time, we were just messing around with them. And then I kind of moved away and left him there with his son. And that was that until just earlier this year or last year, early last year, when I kind of found out there was an actual,
A
community based
scene,
on this.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a fandom. So what
Yeah,
do you?
man. I mean, like for me personally, yeah, it did when I first got those Mavericks. Oh my God. We did some crazy things in college with those.
That's a solid blaster, man. It
Oh
looks
yeah.
good and it fires well. Stock it did. I mean, I made his son cry quite a bit.
Well, I mean, and the thing is that there's even like there's songs about the Maverick itself. Um, I'm actually friends with a bunch of guys in a steampunk metal band, and one of their songs is called Maverick, and it's about the Nerf blaster
Oh, that's sick, dude.
because of its influential state in the steampunk community.
Right on, man. So Chris, what do you do when you're not spam manning?
Well, I am SPAMMAN4587 all the time,
All right.
24/7, but my day job um, to the title is lead field network engineer, but what I basically do is I design and install TV and Wi-Fi systems and audio systems for hotels.
Oh, sweet.
So I design them and I implement them. And it's a really rewarding field, especially because I get to travel so much. Like today's Friday, the 18th. My days are getting mixed up. On Monday, I get to fly to Key West for 2 weeks.
Nice, dude. That's really cool.
Yeah, get away from the snow and the nastiness.
Yeah, it's cool that you actually do something that you enjoy. It's like I always I've had a few that I really enjoyed, but then after a while, it just ended up feeling like work. That's unfortunate. And it's like I think that no matter what I do, like I could just I could get a job where my job is just to play Xbox One and eat junk food all day, and I would still like after like a few years, I'd be like, dude, this sucks.
Oh yeah, but I mean, like the best part about my job is that yes, there are certain constants, but the fact is that every hotel is different. Every hotel is built in a different era that I've been in, and the like some stuff is cookie cutter, but most of the time, 99% of the time, I'm encountering some sort of issue in the field. And my man Raheel, who's in the chat, or at least he was in the chat, I haven't seen him in a while. Um, he was one of the first guys I traveled with on the road.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, and that's he solid dude.
That's awesome, man. I appreciate him coming by and showing support. That's really cool. Um, so we have a question. It's what was it? It was Spectre N7 was asking if you had any plans. I know the answer. You have any plans to go into End War this year?
Absolutely. I have some information about End War that I am not allowed to reveal yet.
Oh, reveal it!
To
Come on.
nope, due to NDAs. But things are going to be very, very interesting this year. End War is going to be in Georgia. The venue has not been detailed or released yet. I have a very, very good hint as to where it will be, but it will be on June 21st through the 23rd, and I will be there, of course. Um, and FoamCon is on that Friday, the 21st, and the actual game will be the 22nd, 23rd.
Nice. I have it on really good authority that just from when we were speaking earlier that it is going to be in or around the Kodiak, Alaska area. Hey, Rival League Joker, Psychics Anonymous, what's up, PA? Lame Gamer, thanks for stopping by. Matt Carl, I don't know if I already said hello, but hello again. Party Frog, Markle, what is shaking? Hey, Cybrand Warrior 22, what's happening, dude?
I see a
Clowny,
Clowny.
I see a Clooney. Hey, Clowny, thanks so much for the patch, dude. That was really, really nice of you. And Ryan, let me tell the story for the people who don't follow me on Instagram. I know this is Spam's turn time, but I want to tell a story. Okay, just a couple weeks, like last Friday, I was in a really bad mood. I suffered from depression and stuff, and I had a really bad day. And I got home and I found a letter addressed to me, and it was a really nice one. It looked like a greeting card or something, so I thought it was from my parents. And it was from Ryan Ingolstad, and I opened it up, and it was a patch from him and Clowny, one of the Clowny Nerf patches. So that was extremely nice of you guys. So thank you so much. Okay, hey, Nerfin Nate. So, any of you that are just coming in, remember if you have questions for Spam Man, please at me at broke nerfing with the space too, so I see it highlighted. But yeah, please ask away your questions. So, did you say what your first blaster that you did get was?
Yep, the bow and arrow.
Oh, that's right, the bow and arrow.
The OG bow and arrow.
So when you got back into it, what was your first blaster back into things?
That would be the Maverick.
Oh, it was the Maverick. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was the Maverick. That's when I got back in. And after that, went to the Long Strike, which is a very, very nice aesthetic blaster. I cannot wait to get my hands on a new one
Me neither.
because
Yeah.
I want to swap out the internals with my my painted one from my cosplay days.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And so, does your cosplay experience help you with your modding? Like painting and everything. I would imagine it does.
Absolutely. I actually used to do Warhammer 40K,
Nice. I love Warhammer.
and so my Space Marines are in the same blue and gold colors that blue, gold, and white colors that I don't know where you might have seen them before. um,
That is a pretty sweet flag, dude. I love your logo, man. That is so cool.
Thank you.
What did you make the logo for? Was that like LARP or was it for like Nerf stuff?
Actually, I made it originally for one of our airships. The logo used to actually be red and black, and I had made the design for airship. Oh gosh, what Dreadnought? It was actually Dreadnought Athena. Was it Athena? No, maybe I can't remember. Um, Yeah, it was one of the old dreadnought ships that was split between the Chicago and Cincinnati steampunk scenes.
Okay, right on, man. Oh,
Yeah.
we had a Monkeytron was saying, say hello to Spam and from the MTC crew. He made our trip to Endor all the way from the UK a pleasure and went above and beyond to help out some dudes he'd never even met before.
I love you, Monkeytron. You guys are
Mon-
the best.
yeah, Big Al and Mello, they're so cool. I love them. They're great people.
And Spectre 7. You can't forget Spectre 7.
Spectre is awesome. I haven't met Spectre like on like the chats, kind of like me and Monkeytron and you are doing now, but he's been very supportive, super supportive. Um, Also, we had a question from who was it? Someone was asking about the Jupiter.
That was Builder BB.
Okay, yeah. What was it? Was what do you think? Oh yeah. How does spam like the Jupiter that Drac built?
Yeah, so Luke did the printing for us, and Drac did the actual physical build. And I don't have it yet. I have to go down to Georgia in order to get it. I have all the battery stuff that I need because it's the same battery that we've used in a lot of my previous builds. So, like my Cassian Andor blaster and Sith that I got not last year at End War, but the year before at End War. Those all are uh, Turnigy Graphene 65C 950 milliamp 2S batteries, and that is the exact battery that you need for the Jupiter with an XT60 connector. And I have two of those.
Hmm. Yeah,
So super stoked to get my hands on the Jupiter because I legitimately bought a Hypnos just for the two rival mags that come in box.
oh, that's funny, man. Hey, NorCal Nerf Club, thanks for stopping by, my friend. Um, Nerf Turf Battle was asking, what blaster are you looking forward to that is coming out? By the long strike, but what?
Well, the long strike's already come out.
Oh, it
So
already came out?
yeah, the new one with the new internals, and I really really enjoy it. Otherwise, as far as new blasters, I'm really looking forward to getting my Esper from
Oh, the Esper.
yeah from Captain Slug.
Yeah, that one looks really cool. It looks like isn't it not too expensive? Like not like the Caliburns and everything, right?
No. Seeing more than likely it'll be Drac who prints it because I've got print time on his printers. Um, and it will be in my colors, my lovely Filamentum colors. And I legitimately have to plug Filamentum here really quick because Filamentum is amazing and we've just played with their colors a bunch, and we've not had a ton of issues with the actual filament, and I love it so much. Oh, it's
Uh,
so good.
right on, man. Multimedia company said, "Broke nerfing. Why don't you ever let the other guy talk? You should give him the mic for 30 seconds and never again." I've let him talk before. I have let him talk before. So yeah, I have, and I will again. Just hold your horses now. Uh, he said maybe I'll be sitting on that side next time. Clowny was asking you, please ask Spam if he got a LARP box blaster and his opinion. Oh, I know what
Um,
he's talking about.
is he talking about the musket?
Yeah, that little wooden one that he assembled it on a live stream like last week, and you heard him being grumpy Clowny. He was like, ah. He kept doing that during this stream. Ah.
I stole Drax, including the bayonet. um, it sounds really terrible, but no, he had no use for it. And of course, when I nerf, I go all out with the steampunk and with the Civil War era style uniform, which is going to hopefully get more authentic as I go. Like this Capi is from Gettysburg. That's the hat that I'm wearing.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I definitely have one, and it looks amazing. And it's the blaster itself has a lot of issues that could easily be solved, but I love it more for the cosplay aspect because
Oh,
the foam bayonet.
it was the flintlock. I'm sorry, not a musket. It was the flintlock.
Oh, is it the little pistol?
Yeah, the wooden one. That's the one I saw Clowny messing with.
Yeah, I actually have the musket version of that pistol.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he was not none too pleased with it. So hey,
Sorry about that. Drac decided to actually call me.
oh, tell him to come in the chat and talk. Come on.
I told him to. But yeah, the musket is a flintlock, and it's got the ramrod and the foam bayonet.
Oh, okay. Right on. We had another question here. Hey, Spam, good to see you here. I talked. Oh, it's not a question. Said he talked to you for a while at Ragnar Oktoberfest.
I,
NorCal.
I love you.
I love you. Did I talk
And
to you, NorCal? Hmm. I don't know if I talked to him or not. I don't think I did, or maybe. I don't know. Let's see. We had another question here. I thought we had another one here. Oh, I guess not. Remember, if you guys have a question. Oh wait, you left a question, didn't you? Oh, what do you? Oh, Mickey James was asking, what do you think of homemade blasters, like the slug versions and out of darts, I guess, and those types.
homemade blasters are the future of our hobby. Say it with me, kids. Support your local small creators. The FDL, the Caliburn, the Esper. Are you able to not hear me?
No, he was talking, and I'm telling him I can't hear him because I'm wearing headphones.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
But support your local small creators. Luke with his Jupiter, everybody who's building brand new blasters who are that are aesthetically pleasing and push the field, keep doing it. We love it. It's
that
so good.
That's absolutely right, man. Yeah, that's the future of the hobby. I'm still new to the hobby to know if it's the future or not. Everything's kind of the future to me right now, but I do appreciate what you're saying with supporting, supporting these guys who are creating these and taking the time to design these blasters. And and I really appreciate when people put their stuff out on Thingsverse, like just to be printed out like that. I fully believe that everyone should and could be compensated for it, but I mean, just for them to, some of these people just to drop things like Boomtendo just put a bunch of his designs out on Thingsverse just for everybody too, and I think that's really cool when people just do that just to kind of further the hobby, like more people get access to these things. But yeah, I do, I like what you're saying, man.
Yeah, no, the only way that Hasbro is going to learn, and they have started learning, if you hadn't noticed, from certain manufacturers in the field, that they are starting to incorporate slowly some of the things we've been asking for years.
That's what I've been hearing more of, that but I'm not familiar with things that, like I kind of see the way things were and how they're going now. But yeah, it seems like they are doing a little bit better job of aiming at more of the modding community, I would say, or making some changes that, would appeal to us a bit more.
Yeah, looks like Sonar asking if that holster is going to go with my SP nerfing. Yes, that holster is part of my whole aesthetic, brah.
Yeah, brah. Tomlin said, "Spam man, we need to get you an FDL3. You need to get me an FDL3."
Yeah, Navy. Navy is Tomlin 19.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Let's see who else. We have a question here. What's your favorite game style, Spam?
Okay. Are we talking about NIC or are we talking about regular Nerf Force? Because as Navy will attest, I had some really fun times over at Wrecked. Um, I lived for Wrecked this past December. Um, so Territories is my favorite stock or super stock or ultra stock, whatever you want to call it, play style. Um, I really enjoy the being able to hold a point and or attack defend. I'm a huge fan for the NIC of the Civil War headshots round, um, which is so amazing. Oh my god.
I would assume it was HVZ, dude. Like I just, well, I mean, I just, I don't know. I just thought that that was more your thing. I don't know why I thought that. I guess I'm putting assumptions onto you.
Well, okay, so HVZ definitely has its place, and I love HVZ, but the thing that I'm not 100% on board with HVZ is trying to corral everyone into specific missions that will get them killed.
Yeah, I mean that was literally the first time I ever played HVZ was at Ragnarok Oktober Festival. Well, the first time I played it on a large scale,
Yeah.
I've played it in a small group before, like maybe like 30, 40, 45, 50 almost people, but that playing it on that large scale like that, it was so much fun. It blew my mind, dude. It was just really cool, like having the different missions and everything. So yeah, like I'm really hoping to get more into HVZ. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I just thought the whole missions, the mission deal and everything would kind of be like way more up your alley, you know?
Yeah, I mean the thing is that HVC I enjoy it. Like my favorite moment of End War last year was myself, Navy, um, Project FDL, and Mrs. FDL, and of course Little FDL, their son, um, and a few other people going out on patrol, like with Master Chef and Radio. We were going out dossier hunting, and we were ignoring the missions. We were just hanging out, having a good time, and we had a couple of zombies come after us, and we ended up popping them and not losing anybody. And it was a lot of fun. I like that. more open atmosphere, do what you need to do, rather than necessarily going straight through missions. Missions, I understand, are fun and they can be challenging, but I would much rather roam around and pretty much do what I want. I know
Oh,
that's terrible to say.
open world games. I hear you, man. That's yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm very much an open world kind of person.
Right on. Did you do you ever do any LARPing or anything like, or have you just done kind of these Nerf games?
I've done mostly the Nerf stuff. I actually have not done any like actual LARP.
Oh,
Um, I,
okay.
I kind of want to, but then again, whole list of other things I would need to get and buy and whatnot, and I'm not necessarily into that 100%. I've been playing a Star Wars D20 campaign for the past 12 years now or so,
Right on. I uh
but yeah.
I just assumed like because you're into the cosplay, and I don't know, it just seemed like someone into cosplay and like does Nerf. It seems like LARP would be something they would be really into as well, and I would be into LARP too. I think it does seem pretty cool.
I've had some invites to go to things like Nuke Lanta, which is like a Fallout themed LARP, but
Oh, sick.
um, I'm not a huge fan of some of their mechanics. And if you've got more than 17 pages of rules, which they had more than 17 pages of rules,
Woo!
that's automatically going to disinterest me because I just want to go out and have fun.
Yeah, true. I could totally see that, man. Hey, Frankenzilla's here. Welcome, Frankenzilla. So, what were you into as a kid? Like, what kind of hobbies did you have when you were, growing up, man?
Growing up, mostly Star Wars, like hardcore Star Wars nerd.
Nice.
Um, Legitimately, my one of my childhood friends and I had a massive fight and falling out of like 6 months when we were like 9 or 10, based off of one little thing in Return of the Jedi that I said, "Oh, they do this," and they were like, "No, it doesn't." I'm like, "You're wrong. Concede." And they did not until I showed them the actual scene that I was talking about, and then they had to concede. Yeah.
That's pretty hardcore. I do know how the hardcore Star Wars fans get, man. There was that one big debate of who shot first.
Han. Always
Right?
Han.
It was Han. Yep. Uh,
Oh, what would I call steampunk then? I don't necessarily consider steampunk LARP because I am mostly myself, not a different character.
could you explain steampunk like to people like me who aren't really all that familiar with it?
So steampunk is a retrofuturism kind of genre where you imagine a world in which electricity is fully generated by steam. The rise of gasoline and oil never really happened, and the Victorian era style of dress continues.
Okay.
Um, it, Conversely, on the other aspect of that, swing music from the 1920s to the 1950s is actually considered very, very steampunk because it's that anachronistic time differential, but we put electro swing, we add electronic stuff to it to make it more steampunk. It's kind of an odd um, mashup of different eras. And most people do Victorian England,
Yeah.
jolly good and all that wonderful jazz, get the boys and kill those savages in Africa, what have you, the Zulus and the Zambesis or whatnot. And I'm not being racist whatsoever.
No,
It's
no, obviously not.
but I personally wanted to go a completely different direction, and of course, it's a terrible movie, but Wild Wild West
I was just thinking that, man.
is absolutely a steampunk movie, as
Yeah.
is actually the series in anime. Full Metal Alchemist is technically steampunk.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is, most people do the Victorian England. Some people do the Western. Not a lot of people do the American Civil War era because, especially in the U.S., it is a very touchy subject, especially with some of the recent debates and things like that.
I could see that. Yeah.
So, like, some people think that I'm, Confederate, but I'm not. I'm actually almost 100% Union. Even though I'm wearing a gray sweater today, normally I'm in blue.
Yeah, I could tell by the cap already. That that's totally North.
Yeah, exactly. And like my physical house is built on an old Civil War fortification, which just doubles up. I found some information out from my local library. Plug to your local library. They've got a lot of information. Um,
Right on.
they actually had all the defensive Cincinnati battle plans, and I found not only the time in which the fortifications were built, but what battery was actually going in and protecting this area of where my house now stands.
Oh, wow.
It never saw any action, but it's cool that they built it.
Absolutely, man. That is really cool. Huh. Interesting, man. So, do you do any like conventions for steampunk or anything like that?
Oh, I do steampunk at every convention that I can. There is the International Steampunk Symposium about that. I
Oh,
had an alarm go off.
I thought my computer went offline again. I was like, no.
No, no, my I had an alarm pop up. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's all
Um,
good. Whew.
the I want to also really quick say hi to Mac, Mister Toku, and hi to Chris Cartaya, who has just
Yeah.
joined in.
Hey,
Um,
I want to say hi. I want to say hi to Nate Detroit as well. Nate Detroit is a friend of mine from like shoot high school almost. A little after high school. And Nerfer 99. What's up, bud? Okay. Oh, an American foam. Hey.
yep. So yeah, so I do a bunch of conventions. I actually helped start SegoyCon in northern Kentucky, which was a major con, averaged around 10,000 attendees. OhioCon, I've been to so many times, Colossal Con. Most of the Midwest conventions in Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Georgia, I've been to, and I do steampunk at all of them. And then, of
Right.
course, there's the International Steampunk Symposium at the end of March in Cincinnati, which is a lot of fun.
That's awesome, dude. That you incorporate, the whole steampunk, look and everything into your into this hobby as well. Is it and you base your mods and aesthetic mods on the whole steampunk kind of look, I guess.
Yes, absolutely. My color scheme is my color scheme for a reason. Not to mention the gear that I'm wearing is steampunk and it fits a certain aesthetic. I don't gear out anything without thinking about how it's going to look on the battlefield as well.
Oh, right on, man. That's really cool that that you take you put all this into basically like I wouldn't say character, but you put it into your I guess your loadout and your mindset of the whole steampunk kind of ideology, maybe.
Hmm.
I think that's really cool that you really get into it like that. Do you go as far as to like not use technology from the from the from this era or anything? Like not have a phone on the field or something?
No, I totally have a phone on the field. Emergencies can happen.
Absolutely.
I'm first responder trained as far as, first aid and things like that. So having a phone definitely is important. Making sure that you have a first aid kit on you is also important. This is a very, very big thing for people. I know people who have gotten rolled ankles, who have gotten hurt while nerfing, people who've been shot in the lip and had their lip busted,
Yeah.
things like that. And to make sure you've got at least a very basic first aid kit is huge in the field. Mine's actually sitting over here in my room because I have to restock it with some supplies.
Okay. That's good that you bring that up, because it is, we do play with kids' toys and all, but these things are they do fire pretty high FPS sometimes, and yeah, they can bust lips open. If you're not wearing eye protection, dude, you could lose an eye, So always, at least always wear your eye protection, like I got my eye protection, my custom broke nerfing eye pro right here, but it's
I
always.
have my goggles for a reason.
Yeah, those goggles are sick, dude. You don't watch wrestling, do you?
I actually don't, but I've met most of the wrestlers. I actually used to work at CVG, which is Cincinnati's airport. I've
Nice.
met Mick Foley. I've met the Iron Sheik, Hulk. I've met Shawn Michaels. I've met a bunch of them.
You got we there's a wrestler named Becky Lynch, and she like got the whole steampunk vibe. Like her name is like, oh, when her name comes up behind her, it's all in like gears and everything, and she wears like these cool goggles and like a trench coat when she comes out, and like when she comes out, like a bunch of steam comes out. It's really cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I figured you would dig that. Oh, and if you guys are just joining us in the chat, I am speaking with Spam Man. And if you guys have a question for him, please at me at broke nerfing, broke space nerfing, and then ask the question. That way it's highlighted and I could see it. Otherwise, if you're just asking questions all willy nilly, I'm gonna probably miss them, because the chat is kind of moving pretty fast. We have 23 people in here right now. Thank you so much. Remember to like the smash button. Like that smash button, guys.
And I
Okay.
am also in the chat, as you guys can see. Holla at me. Um,
Holla.
and yeah, Navy saying so he doesn't need his trauma tier first aid kit if you get separated on the field. You do not want to be without your kit. Be
There you go.
prepared.
Yep. Boom Friendo is saying, I see Spam Man like 3D printed stuff, likes 3D printed stuff. When's he gonna pick up some Boom Tendo stuff?
As soon as I get some extra money.
There you go. Uh, all right. So if you got any questions, hey, what's up there, Lucha Thor, Toy Biz Inc. What's going on? Good to see you guys. Thank you for stopping by. Like the smash button, all that good, great googly moogly. So, what was the first blaster you modified then?
Maverick.
It was the
Hands down.
Maverick.
It was the Maverick. I tried to modify that Ballzooka way back, and it did not go well.
Oh man.
I mean, I just did some basic stuff with the Maverick. Stretch the spring a little bit, do the 5 penny mod, drop barrel mod, nothing major.
Yeah.
But
What
that started things off.
what was your first like real mod, like internal paint, all that good stuff?
I've done a few Chronoses and a few hammer shots. The hammer shots were first.
Okay.
I've got the metal kit in a pair of hammer shots right now,
Oh,
and
nice.
I've painted them up. The Unfortunately, the painting is not 100% because life happens, and I am way too busy.
True. Yeah, definitely, man. I hear you there. I have some opened up blasters that are, tinkered with, but still not completed yet. Just have all the screws in a bag, they're opened up in a cardboard box and just waiting for me. But just haven't got to it. Do you so you're are you how long have you been actually modding blasters?
Uh, I've been modding blasters since at least 2009
Oh
ish.
wow.
Yeah, I mean it's been a long road, and I don't have a lot of stuff that I'm too terribly proud of. Mostly, I've got one stock long strike that I've painted for cosplay purposes that I didn't want to do any internal modifications because it wasn't supposed to be a performance blaster. It's mostly black. I don't take it out very often, but it does have the nice bright orange tip.
Yeah.
You know, and actually, be honest, the rails on a long strike barrel, they don't do that thing justice. It looks so much cooler without those side rails.
I don't think I've even noticed them on or off a blaster yet. You know, like I don't think it's really registered to me if they were on or off.
Yeah, it's pretty nice to get those side shields off of it. So that's like my showpiece. But for most of my regular modifications, I've done mostly sleepers, which I appreciate a little bit more because to have somebody unsuspectingly, pick something up and go, oh, is this the way all Nerf blasters are? And the answer be no. um, that's a little special to me.
You know, it's like all my blasters right now are sleepers pretty much because I don't have much money, so I kind of modded everything for performance purposes before until I could get the money to actually do the outsides and start learning how to do the outside of the blasters. But yeah, I'm just still, I'm still new. I haven't even been in this hobby a year yet, so I'm still learning the internals right now, and I want to learn how to paint good. You know, I want to learn how to do some integrations and things like that. Have you you've dabbled in integrations, haven't you?
I actually haven't.
Oh,
I
okay.
haven't had enough time to sit down and do integrations. Um, my jobs are always very demanding,
Yeah,
and since at least 2012, I've been consistently on the road or been extremely busy. So I've not gotten to do integrations, but I do want to shout out Mr. Nathan, who is amazing at
yeah.
integrations.
He does awesome. Yeah, and Clowny as well. Clowny's very good at the integrations from what
Yes,
I've seen. Yeah.
I love Clowny's stuff, and I really want a Clowny pistol.
I really want a Clowny doll. uh, oh, did you mess up your camera again?
Me?
Oh,
No,
I thought it. Oh, never mind. I, it was just my laptop. My bad. Sorry.
it is
Uh,
possible somebody may have messaged me.
oh, maybe so. Okay, I don't know. Just kind of glitched, but I'm just a little on edge. You know that something bad's gonna happen, man. Ever since at the beginning. If you guys are just joining us, yeah, we had another stream set and everything, and then like 5 minutes till time to go live, like everything just went offline, and it was just a big mess. So I'm a little worried. Hey, congrats, Boomtendo got to 1K subscribers. Hey, really good, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, because I subscribed at the beginning of this, brah.
All right, brah. That's cool. Support each other in the chat. Luchathor's asking if there's any upcoming blasters you're looking forward to, but you answered that already, didn't you? Now,
I did. I'll reiterate. I'm
there
cool
you.
with reiterating. Esper. Like, hands down, right now, the Esper. I can't wait to get one in my colors. And I honestly think that that will be my jumping off point into half lengths.
Yeah, I haven't even gotten big into half lengths either, man. Like, not really,
Yeah, I mean, my Caliburn is set for full lengths, and I could do half lengths if I really wanted to, but I don't really want to just yet.
Mm-hmm.
Not until Worker gets their half lengths at a much more reasonable place, before they like decapitate themselves.
Got you. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. So, how did you get started on YouTube? How did that happen?
Just started, man. Just thought, hey, I can do some of this stuff. Why not? The only issue is that being on the road constantly and not being able to necessarily take the best gear is the biggest detriment. And unlike other YouTubers, like, for example, yourself, where you've got a dedicated space, I don't. Um,
Yeah,
I usually have whatever hotel room I'm in that day. Um, and if I can actually bring the blaster along, that sort of thing.
got you. What would you describe? How would you describe your channel, like the content of your channel, to, let's say, someone who hasn't seen it before?
It's mostly reviews and unboxings. I've gotten really, really lucky in some of my connections in the Nerf scene, um, mostly associated with the SENC down in Georgia, and they're like my Nerf family, you know. And anybody I Nerf with is Nerf family, like seriously. I actually reference my time at Nerf Wars as foam therapy.
Yeah,
And because you get that family time in with your friends, you get the fun, you get the exercise, which my fat behind could use.
same
Um,
here, brother. I'm pretty chubby myself, man.
but my channel is mostly unboxings and reviews. I haven't had a whole lot of time to do much. Um, I do have a little bit of like Nerf news stuff that I want to start getting more into, but I just haven't had the opportunity to film it.
Yeah, I was thinking about that as well, like getting kind of into the more news things. But I mean, I do have a space here where I can, that is dedicated to it, but it's just kind of finding the time to where I can do it is a bit difficult because I also have to coordinate with the church here because we have offices, and some days there's like a bunch of older ladies in here, like like the other day when me and him were doing a random stream. I couldn't use this office because there was a bunch of older ladies here and they were all eating pie for some reason. There was like 3 pies laid out, dude. They were all around this big table eating pie.
Oof.
I don't know what was
So,
going on.
so the quintessential question for you is pie or cake?
Oh, um,
And I've got
that's
a
a
loophole for this one.
that's a tough one, man.
Mickey putting the hypnos to his head in the background.
Ice cream cake, does that count as cake?
That is a cake, sir.
Okay, if it's ice cream cake, I'll pick cake over pie. But if it's regular cake, I will take pie over cake.
Okay, so for me, cheesecake.
Oh, cheesecake is good, dude. That is
While
good.
it's technically a pie, it's also cake
Cake, that's
because
true.
it's cheesecake.
Yeah, you're right, man.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
ice cream,
Cheesecake Factory, call me.
right? Ice cream cake is kind of like a cheesecake almost, kind of
Yeah, absolutely. Did I lose you?
a little bit. It's you're back,
Sorry. Yeah, somebody tried to. People are trying to Snapchat me. It's funny.
dude. You're a friggin' popular guy, man.
Man, my phone's always blowing up somehow. I mean, if it wasn't them doing Snapchat, it'd be my boss calling me or something.
I only have like two people. It's either my girlfriend Tisha, who's in the chat, and she's in the chat, so she's not calling me, or this guy, and he's basically going to text me asking when the next interview is. That's about it. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Robert, Robert's Mods, and Valor. Thank you, Valor, for stopping by. I appreciate it. I'm on number 20 already. 20 interviews. That's insane to me. I, you
Huge shout
know,
out to Valor for his current work. Like I saw one of his, I think it was what, a rapid strike with
uh,
that glorious rainbow fade. Oh my God,
was
it
it?
was
I thought it
so
was a long
good.
shot. Was it a long shot rapid strike?
It might have been. Yeah, no, yeah, I think you're right. I just I just remember I was sitting there staring at the paint scheme.
It was gorgeous, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And I um Party Frog asked if I was or said I should try recording segments for This Week in Nerf. I have. Uh
Oh.
just unfortunately the timing didn't get into last week's. So,
Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah, I like to see you up on there. Oh, Gargunkel saying, "Did you see that Aldos's camera died?" No, I was checking to see if when his about his stream, and then Mickey here was telling me no, his stream's not on. I was like, what? He was streaming. I thought he was streaming, but yeah, that's unfortunate. His camera is like broke, or it just went offline. I hope it's okay because Aldos does some really good streams, man. I'm trying to learn from him. When I get some, when I start getting better things. I actually have this GoPro Hero 5 Black that I'm going to start using for these streams as well. So that's going to be pretty cool. Um, oh, that's a bummer that his camera died. Uh, so we're talking about YouTube and how you got started. How long have you been on YouTube now?
well, if you actually look at my channel, it's some of the very first videos. It was way back in 2006.
Woo!
But very, very long hiatus. Came back in about 2016, 2017, started doing some videos.
And then when you came back, was it all basically blaster content?
Yes, the prior stuff was not blaster content. Short little clips of me being caught in an elevator with a bunch of friends in Toronto, uh, where it was hilarious. Some very, very not PG-13 rated jokes in there.
Oh, I gotta look at it now.
If I still have it public, if I don't have it public, I will send you a private link. Just message me.
Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, I want to see that one. So, what do you do any live streams, or it's basically just kind of reviews, unboxing videos?
Mostly reviews and unboxing videos. I've had a couple of live streams where I was announcing some things and doing some like other like channel stuff. But other than that, I don't have time. I'm
Yeah.
always on the road. Like legitimately, I just got back from, gosh, where was I? I was in Denver, then Santa Barbara, then Louisville, and now I'm going to Key West.
Yeah, that's crazy. Man, you really get around, dude. That's
And
really nice,
that's
though.
yeah, the Denver job was over 2 weeks. Santa Barbara was over 2 weeks. Louisville was just a few days, but then Key West is going to be a 2 week job. I should hit platinum on Delta by like mid spring.
Um, I had a question. I was just gonna ask you about the. Um, gosh, it just blew my. It just like went right past me, man. I had it, and then someone said someone shot me a compliment, and of course that like makes me lose track. I'm like, oh, a compliment, yes, bring it on, woohoo, more, 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 lay it on me.
Yes, shower me with the praise. Make it
Oh.
rain. Mm.
I feed on your compliments. um, yeah, it was YouTube related. It was gameplay footage. I haven't seen any gameplay footage on your channel before.
That is because, one, I don't want to show how bad I am.
That's not
I,
even true, bro. You're not bad at all, dude.
I
You're
know,
like
I know. I'm
you
kidding.
did
It's
better
just
than you did way better than I was doing.
the thing is that gameplay footage traditionally does not um perform well on YouTube that I've seen.
Mm,
And the opposite side of that is, for some people, the shakiness of the steady or of the cameras um, makes them want to, upchuck.
I've heard that, but Oh, those also seems like the people that don't like first person shooter games also. It seems like those types of people don't really get along with the gameplay footage.
Yeah, but I mean, it also it for some people, it's the shakiness of the camera. They get motion sick.
Oh
So,
yeah, yeah.
like a lot of first person shooters, you're going to have a very, very smooth camera. The only time it like shakes is if there's a big explosion nearby, that sort of thing.
True.
But with gameplay footage, you're dealing with somebody who's actually physically running, firing, looking in different directions. That's my thing. And of course, then there's the noise. Nobody wants to sit there and listen to a flywheel rev over and over and over and over again when you're not really contributing to the video by saying much of anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess as the general public is concerned, maybe not. But I know there's a lot of people in the hobby that like gameplay footage. But
Right.
yeah, but I could
And,
see as like the general YouTube public not being too keen on gameplay.
and the best gameplay footage that I have seen out of the industry thus far, and I say industry, I really mean community, because let's face it, the aftermarket community is technically an industry. I mean, we got people who are buying and selling, aftermarket parts that are small content creators. But they're
Absolutely.
also nerfers. That's why they know what we want as a group, as a collective. But the best people that I've seen so far have been Dart Dragon and TK1138 because those guys spend a ton of time editing, especially with their End War videos.
Yeah, yeah, they do have some really nicely polished stuff, and like even the the guys from Britnerf, like the like like Monkeytron and some of them fellas out there, Newport Nerfer, they have some really great looking footage too.
Yeah, and Newport Nerfer just joined the Spam Squad Discord a couple of days ago, and
Yeah,
I'm really happy he's joined up.
I think he came over from the link I posted in on Facebook.
Yep,
Actually, that's really
absolutely.
that's awesome. That's really cool, guys. So yeah, are you ever planning to put gameplay on, or just stick to the reviews and unboxing type content?
I'm going to stick to the reviews and the unboxing content because my main issue is the aesthetic side of it. The most common place to put a camera is on your forehead.
Right.
And of course, with this, it's not standard and it would cover up, with a head, you know, a camera on the hat. It would cover up the insignia and it would look like garbage if I were getting photographed elsewhere. And also, I just I worry about the quality not being good enough anyway. And also, to be fair, I don't. Sorry, Letterkenny reference here. To be fair, um, to be fair, I don't have very sophisticated video editing software, so I have to make do.
Gotcha. I'm the same. I use my phone for everything. I'm gonna start using better software. Um, yeah, but I'm gonna start using Resolve. I don't know if that's like really good or not. That's probably better than what I have though.
Yeah.
They're asking for the link to the spam squad. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna make you a mod in this chat real quick so you could post links if you want.
All right.
Let me
Well, let
see
me post a
here.
link in the other one.
Let's see here. All right. Can you say something in the chat so I can make you a mod real quick?
I have posted the link.
You posted it in our in the. I don't think it'll let you post links.
It did not say that allegedly
I didn't even see your link pop up, dude.
for
Oh, you just said OMG.
Okay, that's weird because yeah, no, it didn't give me like a it didn't like kick it back from the moderator thing, like the auto mod, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think it worked, man, for some reason. But here, I made you a moderator, I believe.
Woohoo!
I think you got credentials now, brother. There we go. That is the link to the Spam Squad.
And also in Spam Squad, if you private message me, let me know if you were at any of the previous End Wars because we have special things for the previous End Wars.
Ooh.
So they're roles and things of that nature. So it's not like a gatekeeping thing or anything like that. We just like to say who's actually been at the events and rolled with Spam Squad.
I've rolled with Spam Squad.
That's right. That's right.
So, what? How often you get to wars then? Like, or event, like not events, but like local wars. Like, do you have local wars, or do you go to
We
SEN?
do have local wars. Kane is less than 15 minutes away from me,
Kane?
which is Cincinnati area Nerf enthusiasts.
Oh, okay. I never heard of that one actually.
Yeah, and of course, Naptown Nerf is about 2 hours away. So, yeah, up in Indianapolis.
Oh, okay. So,
Um,
how often do you make it to a war? Like, would you say it's a monthly thing or a multi times a month?
it's not as often as I'd like. Legitimately, the last war I was at Wrecked. Prior to that, the last war I think was End War. I think. It was a while. Um,
Wow.
a lot longer than what I had liked, but things happen.
Absolutely. You have like you're working constantly, so it's understandable
Yeah, absolutely. Work kind of comes first in certain regards.
in a lot of regards. It should, yeah.
Yeah, got to keep food on the table and a roof over my head and a vehicle in operation.
Um, what kind of loadouts do you usually like? Probably depends on game type, right?
It does. Most of the time, I run usually my FDL. I've got an FDL 2X. It's super duper special, and I'm not allowed to show the screen on startup to anybody in 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 social media. It's it's super special.
Oh
Um,
wow.
and most of the time for HVZ especially, I use my FDL. And one of my favorite moments was them presenting me my FDL at SENC, and then my favorite usage of my FDL was at Ragnarok.
Nice, man. Yeah, I seen that. I seen that FDL. I didn't remember if you were carrying anything else on you at the time. I'm sure you had some other another blaster with you or something.
I did. I had a Kronos, and I had a bunch of extra rival ammo that I don't think I was supposed to have, but it was in my backpack, and totally forgot about it.
I was
I
like, yeah, I was picking up darts like crazy there.
Yeah, it was nice. You remember round two, uh, where I just stood in the barbed wire, protecting the whole left flank of blue base.
Yeah, that was like yeah, I remember that. That was like it wasn't right after lunch, but it was like close after, right?
Yeah, it was right after lunch.
I remember. That
The
was almost after that was about when I got hurt.
Oh, you got hurt? I didn't know.
Yeah, well, I have a bad back, dude. Like I got a injury for, I really strained my back, messed it up. So, happened while I was in the army. But yeah, now it's like it's all jacked up. So, but yeah,
Oh yeah, I totally
I messed it up.
understand. See, so yeah, they round two they had a mechanic as bonuses. You could get barbed wire, which were these little hoops that you were able to put on the ground, and if you had 2 feet inside of them, they never despawned, and the zombies could not touch you, and the humans had a three-party team up. Basically, we had ceasefires in effect,
Hmm.
and as long as you stood in that circle, the zombies could not attack you. And so I put it at a choke point for blue base on the left flank and stood in it for the rest of round two.
Yeah, I remember you were there. Yeah, I was.
And
That,
since I
yeah.
had my FDL, I had decent range, and they couldn't get past me because all I did was I had small kids running back and forth to fill my mags. It was great.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was a really fun time over at Ragnar Oktoberfest. Are you gonna come back this year?
I'm gonna try.
Right
I'm
on, man.
certainly gonna try because it is a heck of a lot of fun.
It was, dude. It totally was. So what are your plans for like your channel? Are you planning on doing anything new or in the future here for 2019? Any giveaways?
I don't know about giveaways just yet. I have to get some more stuff that I could actually give away.
I was just being smart. I don't I don't expect it.
Well, I mean, I've given out a ton of Spam Squad patches. I know that.
Oh, right on, man. That's really cool.
Only the first OG 100 have them. Um, so it's been a lot of fun. A lot of people who are not in the server do have patches. Like Sonar has a patch.
Oh, right on, man. That's really cool. I was hoping to get patches someday. I think that would be cool, but I don't think I would. I'd probably just end up just giving a bunch of them away. You know?
Yeah, and that's what I did when I first bought them. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to charge anybody for these because um I, like most people, suffer from like imposter syndrome, like, like I don't really belong here, that sort of thing. It's
Yeah.
just the crazy way my brain works. And well, so I'm like, there's no reason for anybody to buy a patch off of me. So I'm just going to give these away.
I hear you. I was thinking, of maybe trying to sell them, but I don't think I would sell many of them anyway. So I'd probably just give a
Yeah.
bunch away. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a huge channel, so, but I mean, I like to do more of my networking in person. So uh, as most people, especially in the chat, like who have known me a long time, like Raheel or Sonar or Navy, knows that I'm a pretty big social harlot. Um, I definitely try to make friends wherever I am.
Yeah, I mean, you made friends with me pretty quick. All right, I'm going to tell this story, guys. The way I met Spam Man here. We were at Ragnarok Oktober Festival, and we were walking into the meet and greet area, and it was like walking in through the doors. You had Open Flywheel Project on one side, and it was Drac and Spam Man were at the booth on the left. It was like, right. I was in between somewhere, and it was kind of clearing out because we came sort of late, and well, I didn't even know the meet and greet was going on, and we were out there talking with everybody, and then someone told me, yeah, there's a meet and greet in there. I didn't know it was happening. So I was walking in, and I was thinking, I was telling Boom Tendo, like, I was like, man, I am like at 1,299 subscribers right now. And it was like, and Spam, you kind of overheard me, and you said, you're at what? I said 1,299, 1,299 subscribers. And you said, all right, I'm going to stop everything I'm doing right now. What's your channel? And you went, I told you my channel, and I got it on film. We started recording, and you went to my channel, and you subscribed right there, man, and became like my 1,300 subscriber. So that was how I met you, and that was really cool.
Yeah, I mean, anything to help the community, yo. Gotta
Uh,
do it. Gotta do it.
Absolutely. I got that on my Instagram, that video, if anyone wants to check it out, of Spam Man becoming number 1,300. That was really cool, though. So, speaking of the community, um, what are your thoughts on the community right now? The state of the community, the state it's in at the moment?
State of the community right now is great. There are a couple of toxic people, and I refuse to name names.
Oh, come on. No, I'm just kidding.
Um, and it's obviously nobody in this chat. Okay. Um,
That's
so,
good.
as far as I know.
What
Anyway,
is, yeah.
so yeah, Matt Carl goes by Sonar. Um,
I was wondering who Sonar was.
yeah, so the thing is that yeah, no, I think the community's in a great place. I think the Nerf subreddit has a long way to go, and I really made lot of valid points because hey, I'm the same screen name everywhere. Instagram, Snapchat, Reddit, all of them are the same. Um, they're all SPAMMAN4587. So I'm sorry if I've ever offended you on Reddit. I'm sorry. But yeah, so like the whole moderatorship snafu that just went down in the subreddit, that was detrimental to the community, I believe, and the way it was handled was detrimental. But that's in the past now. We are
Yeah,
looking at bigger and brighter things. 2019 is going to be amazing with the events coming up this year with Ragnar Oktoberfest, End War, your monthly and or weekly and or however often your local Nerf club is. Get out there, go Nerf, get your foam therapy on with your Nerf fam.
absolutely, man. It is great therapy. This hobby has done like so much for me. I'm telling you. I was, I went into a program back in 2014 for addiction and and a bunch of mental issues that I had since getting out of the army in '09. And they the VA helped me out and everything. I got a place to live here in San Jose. Everything was I was off the drugs, everything, but I was just not doing anything. I was like going to work, coming home, and just isolating myself, doing absolutely nothing, not talking to anybody, just playing video games. That's it, man. Not until like about I would say early 2018 when I started getting into the hobby. I met the pastor at this church here because he runs a Nerf night, and he introduced me to the larger Nerfing community, especially the one out here. He introduced me to Jangular. I met him before I even knew he was Jangular. I met Jangular, and like the Foam Blast girls, I met them. They were out here at the BTA, and I got involved in BTA. Met a lot of cool people like this guy here, this Galoot. Yeah, but I met so many cool people. Like, and now here I am talking with you. I met you in person. It's done like so much for me, man. It really has.
Yeah, you got a family, you got a community. And the thing is that as long as people reach out to our newest and next generation of nerfers, show them how to mod, show them how to become better players, play the objective, and not necessarily just go out and kill each other on the battlefield. We're going to have a much stronger community. Like okay, so I know that you like to self-promote small creators, right?
Absolutely.
So one thing that I helped organize in this chat actually is Sonar and Valor. Valor's blasters got a commission from Sonar because I introduced the two.
Awesome, man.
And that's how a community should work. You should be able to direct people to the people who are going to enable you to get the right mod for the right person for the right type of play.
Absolutely, man. That's really good. Yeah, that is, and getting people connected to groups too, like Nerf groups. Groups where they're going to be able to actually go to wars. It's just I love that. I love people, connecting, networking, and just helping build, helping the community get stronger. I'm still very new to it, but I very much want this community to succeed, man.
Yeah, and I mean it's one of the reasons like Containment Crew was at End War last year because I'm the one who reserved their rooms ahead of time in addition to my own rooms with Spam Squad. that the people who were staying with me, that's one of the reasons they were able to come to End War is because I was able to get them their rooms and hold the reservations for them at one of the close hotels, and it made it easier for them to come down from New York. I know that the joke is that Containment Crew is based out of China, but but they're some of my favorite guys on the market right now as far as retailers. I mean, my core three retailers right now are Containment Crew, Foam Blast, and Out of Darts, which most everybody should be dealing with them. Um, as well as, like it depends on the kind of blaster stuff that you want, obviously. But,
Yeah.
Boomtendo's got a ton of great stuff. Um, Gosh, who
Oh.
else? Like Clowney's got a ton of great stuff as well.
Hmm.
They're more custom mods, not necessarily parts for you to build your own. And of course, Drac has his Nyx cages and Tooth and Nail and things like that, but they're also retailed through Foam Blast and through Out of Darts.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really enjoy the community as a whole, and most people in the community support each other. And that's what I love about it. And I mean, then, if you're mad at somebody, just go shoot them with a dart, or a foam ball.
Definitely, take your aggression out on the field, man. That's, it's a good place for it. Good, safe place to do it.
Exactly. If you can't, sit there and solve your differences by talking it out, don't get mad. Grab a blaster.
So I got one more question for you, man. We've already been on here about an hour and a half, and crazy, it went by quick, huh?
Mercy, yes.
Right? I was just noticing that. I was just looking at the time. I was like, whoa, man, we're already there. um, so what would be advice to someone new getting into this hobby?
Stock blaster doesn't matter if it's modded or not. Like Drax says, the best weapon that you have on a Nerf battlefield is your feet. But I'm not that kind of player. I found that my more defensive strategy works a lot better for me. I'm older, I have bad knees, I'm fat, you know. But the thing is that you got to find your niche, play the objective, not necessarily just go out and slaughter each other. And if somebody is giving you a tip or constructively criticizing, keep an open mind. They just want you to become a better nerfer. And the other side of that is the team building. I love the team building aspect of Nerf because I can tell, Valor, hey man, I need you to go and take that point over on the right hand side while I go and take the left hand side. Or like what actually did happen at a Nerf battle once, I was with Navy and I said, okay, we're going to charge them straight up the middle. And it was during a game of territories, I believe that, or it was a team deathmatch, can't remember. But I said, okay, three, two, one, go. And we both run up, put the FDLs on full auto, and just start spraying and praying. And we made a huge advance. It's that kind of teamwork, that was involved. We push forward, other people are able to come up, and or I will be able to cover them to get the objectives. So I love the interaction, and every game type is different.
Mhm.
And like zombie squads, like there's an unwritten rule in squads or free for all, at least in the SENC, that you don't attack the people who are directly closest to you. I don't know why, but it happens. That's something that absolutely happens.
Huh.
We do this whole like, oh no, we're not going to attack you. We'll wait till the zombies start getting going. And, that's when things kind of start breaking down. It turns into a wonderful melee. Got one of my best Nerf memories from team squad zombies.
Nice. What is your what when was that?
That was in August of 2017, I believe. It was right after End War. I had gotten Sith from the raffle at Drax booth, and I did an epic last stand where I took out quite literally like 11 or 12 zombies before one of my blasters jams and I go
Oh,
down swinging.
oh, oh man, was it on film? Tell me it's on film.
I have it on film.
Nice.
I've got it on the drone footage that Droney Chris Redfield provides at most events. And one of my other favorite events was the ADL's Game Zero, where I didn't play. I was helping moderate and run the games.
Right on.
The good old Atomic Dart League.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen some of their stuff, man. It looks pretty epic.
It's intense.
Yeah.
Um, what's actually funny is that I was at the company party in December for the holidays. I don't personally celebrate any of them, but they flew us down to Dallas, so might as well enjoy it, right?
Absolutely, man.
They took us to an archery range where they had foam arrows, not like full foam, but they had foam padding on the end, like a big
Oh,
giant circular disc. And it was basically a smaller field, a real small field, but it was ion rush with these foam darts. If you got hit once, you were out.
oh wow. That's I've
Yeah,
never
so
even
it's
heard of that. That's crazy.
just straight up popping people. I got 2 kills in one game. It was so great. And people were like, holy crap, you move fast for a fat guy.
Oh, no one's ever said that to me. They're probably like, "Oh man, you're an easy target."
I'm usually an easy target, but then again, I usually use my situational awareness.
Yeah. Yeah. Right on, man. Is there anything you want to promote? Anything you got going on that you want to talk about before we take off?
Uh, please hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, Spam Squad Discord. I'm on Drax Patreon Discord. I am, of course, on the YouTubes. Please subscribe, click that like button, and hit that
What?
notification bell.
Yeah.
I'll do this like Dragon. Smash that like button. But yeah, no, I'm on a lot of things. My phone number's on my Facebook. If you have my Facebook information, you have my cell phone number. It's the one that ends in 23. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Um, so anybody can contact me. My phone's almost always on. And I really, really just want to meet you in the field. Let's have some spam shine together. Um, and yeah, just follow me on Instagram. I try to post new stuff on there as much as possible. Like for example, when I picked up the Hypnos, which is great because it is an actual lefty blaster. Because I'm a lefty.
Yeah. Yeah. You just had to pick his up too. Now that he saw you.
Well, of course, great
Yeah,
minds think alike.
the Hypnos is awesome though. I do like it a lot. It is a cool blaster.
And I like the Hypnos for another reason. I can't imagine why I would like the Hypnos. I mean,
Oh wow, man, that is pretty cool. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
You can just throw the fist there, or the gauntlet, whatever the gauntlet there on there, and you'd be matching, man.
yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, I love the Rival Line stuff. It took me a little bit to get into Rival, but once I saw that Nemesis, it was over. I knew I had to get into it.
Yeah, I'm getting more into rival now. We're trying to get more rival in here at the church, some more the high impact rounds in general, just being like dart zone or anything. It's just easier for the kids because we do have Nerf nights here with some kids come and they're tough on darts. They like jamming blasters, trampling on darts, stuffing them in their pockets when we tell them not to, but they still do it, and it's just they're really bad with darts.
Yeah, but darts are cheap.
True. They are cheap. They are cheap, but we want to we just want them to we don't have the money to get very many of them, so too. We did get sponsored by NF Strike. They gave us a bunch of darts, but I don't think they're giving us any more. So,
That's a shame. They should definitely do it. Much more.
absolutely, man.
But yeah, man. Everybody come into the Spam Squad Discord. Hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. I'm everywhere. Any new format that comes on, I pretty much jump on it.
I'll put the links in the description. I had them in the other stream that we were doing until that all got foobarred. But now I'll put the channel link and the Discord and everything into the description of this stream. And if you want, while I'm doing my exit spiel, you could throw some links in now that you're the moderator. Ooh, Mr. Fancy. All right. Well, Spam, thank you so much, man, for coming on here and talking with me. I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy day, as I know you're super busy, but I appreciate you taking time to come on the stream here.
I really appreciate you for having me. Thank you for producing all this awesome content and supporting the small guys.
Hey, I'm still a small guy, brother.
I'm all, as far as subscriber level, I'm way smaller than you are, bro. It's because my schedule just doesn't permit me to do a ton of videos, but at least I'm not gonna, despite my name, spam you with a bunch of videos.
Waka waka.
But yeah, no, please, continue doing the amazing work that you are doing. Please continue being an awesome vocal supporter. I really appreciate you rolling with me at Ragnaroktoberfest.
Hey, man, the pleasure is all mine, brother. It was really cool meeting you for the first time, and then now, actually getting to play on the field the same day. That was really awesome.
Yeah, no, I really hope that you're able to come to End War, and everybody else should come to End War too. It is a free event. I will be there with all of my gear on, and like legitimately, I will be there with like bells on. So
You
come
think
on
he's
by.
joking, but he will.
Oh no, I will.
I know, man.
Don't tempt me. Don't you tease me with a good time.
All right, Spam. You have a good night, brother.
Stay steamy, my friends.
You as well, bro. All right. See here. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming by and watching the stream tonight. I really do like doing these, even though sometimes things don't go as planned in before we go live, and I flip out from time to time, as Mickey saw me earlier when the whole stream went offline, and right before we were starting up, I flipped out and I got a little abusive. I'm sorry, I wasn't abusive. I was hurling abuse at this table, maybe, but not at him. Said I almost hit him. No, I didn't almost hit him, but I anger management, as CJ said. Anger management, my friend. Thanks, Rob. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. He said awesome stream as usual. Thank you so much, man. I want to thank all of you for stopping by, though. CJ, Robert, Chris, Tomlin 19, Boom Tendo was here. Mike Henry, Valor. Thanks for stopping by, Valor. Mama Goonie. Thank you. Tisha, my girlfriend, she was here as well. Thank you. Tomlin 19, Spectre, Matt Carl, Clowny was here too. Party Frog, Markle, thank you for coming by too. And who else am I missing? I'm missing a lot. Blaster Show was here. American Foam was here. Boom Tendo, I said Boom Tendo, but Multimedia Company was here. Homely 665 was here. NorCal Nerf Club was here. Thank you all. If I missed you, I'm sorry. There was a lot of people here. Next week, I'm having Beret that sometimes wears a Brett. He's going to be on the stream next week. I don't know what day yet. We can't do it on Friday, unfortunately, because Brett has a war to go to on Friday, and I also have Nerf night here at the church, which I'm hoping to stream. Hoping I'll have this GoPro all set up with my phone so I could stream this, stream the Nerf night with this GoPro Hero 5 that multimedia company was so nice to donate here. So yeah, so hopefully I could stream that for you guys. But next week, Beret, who wears a Brett, will be here as well. So that should be really cool. So hopefully you guys will be here for that. And oh yeah, Boomtendo is going to be at Nerf Night too. He said, "Hi, hi." So remember to like the smash button, guys, and all that good stuff. Is there anything I'm forgetting? Oh, Patreon. If you guys really do, if you guys really like my content, you'll hit my Patreon. If you guys like what I'm doing here and you want to help me continue on and keep bringing you new, fresh, meaty content that I do try and bring to you guys, I do have Patreon, and the link is in the about section of this channel, and then I'm also going to put it in the description of this video after we go offline. But I have shout out tiers, and I also give you guys some outtakes of like videos I mess, like parts where I screw up. I make a little compilation like once a month, and I put it on my Patreon for anyone, no matter what, tier 1 to tier 3. Anyone who's a patron can get access to that, because I think you all deserve it, deserve to see my mistakes. But yeah, you know, you could do it from like $1 a month to like $5 per month, you know, depending on tier. But I do have Patreon. And also, if you guys don't want to sign up for Patreon, I have PayPal. PayPal is in the about section as well. And if you guys do help me through PayPal, I will give you the same benefits as the patrons get from Patreon. So keep that in mind if you guys do want to help me out. And if you guys cannot help monetarily, I know I can't. You could always help by just sharing the content, liking, giving a like, and leaving comments on videos, you know, and subscribing if you haven't subscribed yet. What the heck's wrong with you guys? We had Boomtendo got 1,000 subscribers. Rob's is working up to like 130, I believe he said 130, which is really cool. 61. Oh, I got 1,666 subscribers. Oh, I thought Robert was saying he's bored. I was like, you're bored? Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. What do you want me to do? Oh, I love you, Tisha. Thank you so much, guy. Thank you so much, Tisha, and thank you everybody who stopped by tonight. Oh shit. I think I'm good. Oops. Whoopsie. And also, I got t-shirts. I got t-shirts too, and my Etsy store. The Etsy link is in the about section of the about section of my channel. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. You guys are all cool for coming here and listening to me talk with Spam. And thank you, Spam Man, Chris Hawley. You're freaking awesome. Was happy to have you on. All right, guys. Oh, and today's winner of the $400 is gonna be